everybody, it's Monday. It's time for some restorative yoga. Today we'll need a strap for the latter part of the workout. And let's get ready and go. Today it looks like Cinnamon's going to be hanging with us for most of the workout. She looks a little relaxed. She's ready to play and ready to do some yoga. Yes, she is. Okay, let's get started. We're going to begin with a seated sequence. Nice and easy, a lot of longer holds today, some restorative poses, but still some inner thigh, glute, hamstring stretching as well. So let's just start in the easy seat. Whew. Close your eyes, deep breath, hands upturned. Let's reach out for the day. Whew. Deep breath, let go of the weekend. Start afresh. Couple more breaths here, just setting the intention for the tone of the workout, our practice. Awesome, taking the arms straight up. Let's stretch those arms to the sky, fingers straight up. And we're going to take it to the side, just a slight side bend to the right. Warming up our obliques. Breathe. Deep breaths. And back to center. Holding those arms straight up, stretching the back, making sure the back is nice and straight. Elevated, lengthening that spine, and over to the left. A few breaths here. And back to center. Drop the arms. We're going to take a nice chest stretch. So put those hands behind you, fingers pointing out. Stretch that chest. Lower the head. Breathe into the front body. And back to center. We're going to do that one more time, a little bit deeper side bends. So we're going to take the arms up and then drop the arm that you're going to that side. And we're going to take a deeper bend this time. Keeping those sit bones anchored on the floor, the mat, wherever you're at. Stretching that side body. Breathe into the stomach. I guess Cinnamon didn't feel like yoga this morning after all. And back to center. Whew, dropping that left arm. And over to the left. Remember, the sides of your body are not going to be equal. One side is usually a little bit more flexible right off the bat than the other. Just acknowledge that. Seeing this direction is a little tighter for me today. Breathe. And to center. We're going to take a gentle twist to the right. Just leaving the legs the way they are. Looking over to the right. Deep breaths. 3 or 4 nice deep breaths here. Returning to center, let's move along to the left. Nice gentle twist to the left. Deep breaths. Nice restoration, reviving our body systems. Everybody worked so hard over the weekend. Give yourself a little self-care on Mondays. back to center. Whew. Let's do our chest opener one more time. Fingers to the back. And open that chest up. Let the head drop. Forward. Ooh, and we're going to go all the way forward this time, ending from the hips. And stretching just a little farther. Stretch those fingertips out long. And walk those hands back up to neutral. Very nice. Whew. And we're going to move along to child's pose. So we're going to come up onto all fours, toes together, knees apart, and lower down into our child's pose. Forehead to the ground. I'm just getting an opening starting to happen in the hips. You may want a block, or you can put your forehead on your hands like this, or a blanket or a pillow, whatever feels comfortable for you. We're starting a nice slow stretch on those inner thighs. You can even move gently back and forth a little bit, and kind of opening up those hips. Side to side, gentle movement. Bringing that forehead down to the floor if you can. And of course, trying to get the sit bones to be pretty close to the heels. So you might want to push yourself back and get those sit bones a little closer. Then just breathe here for a minute. Coming up to all fours. I'm going to continue with the hip openers. So we're going to do hip rotations. Each direction, each hip. We're just doing hip circles. And reverse that action. And let's do the other leg. Just making a circle with the knee basically in the air. We usually do this standing up. And the other direction. It's nice to make some changes every now and then, a little variety. Woo, let's go back to that other side one more time. A few circles this way. And reverse. Whew, I need to do these every day, that's for sure. And other one. Oof. And reverse. And release. Let's add in a little cat-cow here. Release that lower back. Whew, feel it in the abs. Stretch that belly. Arch that back. And up. Once more. Whew. And one more time. We're heading to down dog after this. Be prepared. Here we go, up into down dog. First down dog of the day. Might be a little tight, pedal those feet. Try to get those heels to come close to the floor. You may never get there, and that's okay. We make the attempt, we practice. Just keep pedaling those feet. Whew, very nice. Now we're going to bring our right foot forward into a lunge position. And just keep those hands right there for support. We're stretching out that left leg to the back, the right leg. We're just going to hold this for a couple breaths, and then we're going to lower the knee. You can come up and hold on to your knee if you like, if that works for you. 2 more breaths here. And drop that knee, flatten that foot out. And stretch. Woo. So we're kind of leaning forward and stretching the quad and the hip flexor on the left side while we're being strong with our glute. On the right side, kind of even feel it up into the abs if you go deep enough. Two more breaths here. And then we're going to rock backwards, straightening out that front leg. Woo, for a nice half split. So now we're stretching the hamstring on this side. You can use something for stability. Hold onto a table or chair, whatever you need to. Balance is not the objective here. Stretching that hamstring is the objective. Whew. 2 more breaths. And release. And we're going to drop our hands and pull our foot back into down dog. Second down dog of the day. Pedal those feet. Stretch out those legs. Woo. Nice. Remember, always reaching those hips to the ceiling, to the sky. Trying to get that shoulders and the chest close to the floor as possible. Now we're going to bring the left foot forward between the hands, keeping that back leg up and strong. If you want to come up onto your knee for support, you can do so. I'm going to stay right here today. Keep this nice deep stretch going. Whew, breathing right into the belly. And drop that back knee, flatten that foot out, and come on up, straight back, and lean forward into that stretch. Feel it in the abs right here, the hip flexor. If you want to, you can bend your leg and grab onto that foot in the back if that's available to you. That's a modification you can do for this pose. If you've got something nice and soft under your knee, that kind of helps with that one. Whew. And now we're going to straighten that front leg. Do our nice half split. Again, hang on to something for balance. This isn't a balance move. This is a stretching move. So we're going to stretching the hamstring on this side. Whew. 2 more breaths. And release that knee. Hands to the floor. If you want to deepen it, you can even go into a lizard pose there. Add that in. We're going to bring that foot back and back into down dog. Woo. Pedal those heels. Ooh, I'm almost getting to the floor now. Takes 3 or 4 times. It's getting closer and closer. Working it. Practicing. relaxing. Woo. Good stuff. Walk those feet up toward the hands. And we're going to come into a nice forward fold here. Just ragdoll it. Feet a little bit apart. Knees can be bent. And just let the weight of your head relax the back. The weight of the head pull you down. And slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae to standing and a nice mountain pose, hands above the head, reaching for the sky. Breathe deep into the belly. And chair pose, down into your chair. This is a good calf stretcher. You're keeping the heels on the floor. This stretches the calves. Feel it, I can feel it. Your chair doesn't have to be deep to feel it, obviously. The deeper you go, the more stretch you're going to get. You're also working the quads in this position. 2 more breaths. And release, forward fold, ragdoll. Woo. Reach for that ground. Maybe go side to side a little bit, get a little movement in there. Release that lower back. Woo. One more time, let's roll it on up. And arms overhead for mountain. Woo. Reach for the sky, reach for the sunshine. Hopefully there's some sunshine coming. It's supposed to be nice and warm this week. Yay! Woo. Let's do this sequence one more time. Down into our chair. Woo. One more complete time after this. And swan dive, forward fold, ragdoll it. Woo. Back and forth, back and forth. A little bit of motion, strengthening, stretching that lower back. That upper back, just nice stretch in the hips, side to side. And then we're going to come back up, vertebrae by vertebrae, very slowly, don't get dizzy. Arms overhead, reach for the sky. Woo. And chair one last time. Hi, baby girl. And release. Woo. And we're going to come down to the floor for the rest of the class. We're going to start on our bellies. So all the way down. Woo. Take a nice little sphinx. Just a little bit up. And back down, a little bit up, and back down. And now we're going to come up all the way. And all the way back down. Now the next time we come all the way back up, we're going to go into child's pose as the opposite motion for that. So we're going to go up a little bit, strengthening that lower back, and down. Up a little bit, and down. All the way up. And release into child's pose. So walk it back. Toes together, knees apart. Forehead to the ground. Breathe deep. And back to our prone position here. A little bit up. And release. A little bit up. And release. All the way up. Breathe deep. And back down into child's pose. So we're working our back flexibility, forward and back. Good stuff. All right, this next time we're going to start working the legs. So we're going to go down and let's put our hands like this, a little supported. So we're just going to take that right leg up and right leg up and down. Make sure you're anchoring the other leg completely to the ground. No rolling, just lift that right leg up. And it might just be a centimeter or an inch, 2 inches, whatever you got. And down. Moving on to the left leg, so make sure you anchor your right leg down. Left leg up. And down. Left leg up. And down. One more time. Left leg up. And down. And now the hardest part of this one, both legs at the same time. So this really may only be an inch or half an inch. This is difficult. Both legs up, you can't even see them. There they are. And down. Both legs up. And down. One more time. Both legs up. And down. And up into our cobra. Our high cobra. And back into child's pose. So release all of that. Ooh. And let's do that sequence one more time. So arms relaxed. Go to the side a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Let's do right leg up and down. Right leg up. This actually works your abs. And down. Right leg up and down. Left leg up and down. Make sure you're anchoring that right leg to the floor, the carpet, the mat, wherever you're at. Left leg up. And one more time. Left leg up. And down. Both legs. Here we go. Oh. And down. Both legs. Straight, straight, straight. And down. Lifting from the thighs. Lift your thighs off if you can. One more time. And down. Up into our cobra. Whew. And release into child's pose. Excellent. Coming back down, we're going to add in a tiny little twist. So we're going to bend our left leg and roll it over. Just stretching it a little bit different direction than we normally do. release down. Let's do the other side. So you're going to bend that right leg and roll it up. You can grab onto your foot in the back if you like. Hold it like this. Or let it fall to the floor, whatever option feels good to you. It's a little bit more balancy. And this is the start of doing the bow pose, which normally you do standing. This is a good way to start it. Getting that confidence with the leg that you'll be holding. And release. Woo. Curl those toes under. We're going to come into a tall, high plank. So just a nice high plank. And we're just releasing down, chaturanga. Let those toes go. Little tiny baby cobra. Toes under. And down dog. Whew. Pedal those feet. See how close you can get to the floor. It's going to be a little long set today, so no worries. One more time with that. Plank. Let down, chaturanga. Toes release. Cobra. Curl the toes under and down dog. Pedal those feet. Woo. Nice. And coming to all fours. Let's transition through a couple more cat-cows, and then we're going to be in our back for the rest of this. Just a couple more poses. Do a couple little cat-cows. Release that back. Cinnamon, what are you doing? Okay. And let's just roll over onto the back here. We're going to do legs up. If you have a wall, you can put them up on the wall. And grab a strap. Put the legs in a strap. Pull tight, as straight up and down as you can. And just breathe. Let those sit bones melt into the floor, into the mat. Feel the connection there. Feel the connection of your whole back. Relaxing onto the floor, releasing tension. Feel that nice stretch in your hamstrings. Pull a little tighter if you can. And release by bending the knees. And pull that strap off. Now we're just going to put one foot all the way out and grab that right knee. Pull that right knee in. Flex that foot. And breathe. And release. Let's get that left knee in, all the way in. And release, all the way out. Both knees in. And let's roll, roll, roll. Excellent. Placing the feet down, soles to the floor. We got two more poses here, so we're going to get up into our bridge pose. So we're just going to raise our hips, nice bridge, glute bridge. Just hang out here for about 4 or 5 breaths. 2 more breaths. And release. And we're going to morph that into our fish pose. So we're going to arch the back, top of the head to the floor. And there we go. Chest opener, lower back. Breathe into the stomach. And release slowly, sliding the head first. Always being cautious of the neck and any joints. One more time, let's bring that right knee in. Flex that foot. And release straight out, flat. Left leg in. Flex that foot. Deep breaths. And release the leg out. Equalize your back. Make sure all points of your back are settled on the floor, the carpet, wherever you're at. Drop those arms to the side. Close your eyes for 10 breaths. Just relax, let all the tension roll away. And slowly bring your awareness back to your hands and your feet. Wiggle those toes and fingers. Blood flowing again. Open up your eyes. Whew. Bring the feet up to the side. Come on up to a seated position. Whew. A few more deep breaths. Now I feel prepared for the week. How about you? Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed yoga, restorative yoga today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.